Please note the Safe Harbor statement here, and it is also on the video collections page. We're speaking with Dr. Dean Cubley, the CEO and chairman of ERF Wireless. Dean, you've told me about before some of your background, and I think it's very interesting for stockholders or prospective stockholders even to hear some of your background and how it relates to wireless communication, because the wireless you worked in before was very long-distance communication. Can you tell us something about that in your history with NASA?
Absolutely. Well, I've been in wireless all my life. Wireless was really the only thing that I ever wanted to do. I studied it in college, came right out of college, went to work for the space program. I must have been a very young child at that point in time because that was a long time ago. So I worked in that for actually 20 years. And during the latter part of that, I was subsystem manager, all-manned spacecraft for the antenna systems. The antenna systems on the Apollo, the Gemini, the shuttle, and antenna systems that eventually ended up on the moon. So it was an exciting time. I really enjoyed it. It got a little slow in the mid-'80s. I left there to start some private companies, the predecessor of this company. And so here I am, 20 years later, having spent approximately 40 years in wireless. And I think that gives us a very good base here for what we're doing now. We're putting wireless on the Earth. It's ironic that we put wireless on the moon before we even put it on the Earth. So, you know, stranger things have happened.
And during that time period, then you were able to meet with and actually work with then some of the astronauts that did space exploration, perhaps even some of the moon landing people?
Oh, absolutely. I've worked with a number of the astronauts. More particularly, I spent about 3 years of my time at NASA working on an experiment for Apollo 17. Gene Cernan was the commander of that particular mission, and worked with the crew there to both train as well as help them become familiar with the experiment that ultimately was deployed on the surface of the moon. It was a transmitter and a receiver that was part of my responsibility at NASA.
Well, that's very interesting. Thank you very much. In fact, maybe we'll, in another little video, we take a look at some of the video you have here in your office. Find it's kind of interesting. It's historic and interesting to take a look at.
I like it. Some people might call it clutter, but I like to think back all the exciting times and relate that to the exciting times we're having right now.
Okay, terrific. Very much.
Thank you.